Hey, I took one of his dog biscuits, dog bones, and broke it up. Watch this. He's eating it. I went to the bathroom. He was laying the other way. I came back and he was moved. So I'm like, "You feeling better?" And he rolled over and wanted me to rub his belly. So I rubbed his belly a minute and I went and opened up the back door so he can go in and out like he always does. I have it blocked open with some dolly so it ain't completely wide open. But I come back in here and I grabbed the bone and I said, "You hungry?" And he turns over and I gave him one and he ate it. So he's ate two little pieces now. Here you go, buddy. Maybe that was just a flu or just all the prayers has got him better. Thank you, everybody that was praying with me. That, if you would have seen the color that he was puking, and it was just like that last dog that had that parvo. The only thing is he didn't have the blood coming out the back end like that other dog. The other dog was really bad. And I'm still mad that I took her to the vet. I took them in and asked them if they did a payment plan. They said yeah, so they took her back. And then I went back to talk to the vet, and she's like, "Yeah, she's got parvo." I said, "All right." I said, "Well, can I set up a payment plan?" And they're like, "You got this credit thing to do." I'm like, "No." The guy said I could just do a payment plan. I said, "Look, it's Saturday. I get paid Monday." I said, "Monday's the 3rd. I get paid. Can I go ahead and get her put in here?" And I said, "Monday when I get paid, I said I'll pay whatever I need to pay her if I can make payments for a couple of months." And she's like, "No, we can't do that." She goes, "You got it today it's $30 or it's $35." And I'm like, "What?" I said, "What'd you do?" She goes, "Well, we took the blood." And I'm like, and I said, "You're gonna charge me for that?" I said, when we brought him in and she puked, I said, "You could tell by the puke it was that." I said, "I didn't tell you to take blood. I just figured you were saying, yeah, it was parvo." So she wouldn't let me have my dog. She said that I could not leave with my dog until I gave her the 30 or $35. And I tried to get her, and I'm like, "Look, just keep her till Monday." I said, "Maybe by Monday she'll be better, get some fluids in her." I said, we had one dog saved before that was worse off than she was. And I said, it cost me like $150. And I said, luckily I got blessed and the vet paid for it for me. It was my daughter's, her first dog. She was like 8 years old and we just got the dog and it was bad. Within 2 weeks it was dying. So we took it in and the vet saved my dog's life. But anyway, I called this person, called that person. Bob was out of town, and finally I got a hold of a guy named Wayne. He brought me up $30, and they told me that they would give her a shot and give her some medicine that should, make her feel better. And there's a good chance, they've saved a lot of dogs that was, even further out. So we went ahead and did it. The guy loaned me $130. I paid the vet. I went home. We got home, and the dog went out and laid in the puddle outside. I guess she was overheated, but I didn't know that she was, she had a high fever. They didn't tell me until I started Googling that shot will cause a dog to get a fever and they got to have some kind of medicine for it. Well, the vet's closed. I can't get no medicine. This dog's out there laying in the middle of the puddle. Danielle took pictures that if I was to post them, it would make you cry. She looked so sad, and it was just Danielle found that dog. She had blue eyes. She was just beautiful. She was a beautiful dog. But Danielle took some pictures of her and brought her in the house. Well, she started whining, so she brought her in with me, set her on the love seat, and sat there and held her, and the dog cried. Tears rolled down that dog's eyes. Danielle started crying, so of course I started crying, and I'm like, "Look, I said, there's nothing that we could do. We just got to hold her and love on her and pray. Let's just keep praying." So Danielle, it was about midnight, took her to bed and laid her at the head of the bed, on the floor, and she laid down and woke up, and the dog was dead. So we took her out and we buried her before, I think it was, yeah, before church. It was a tough night and it was a rough Sunday, but I'm just glad that the prayers are working this time. I got enough people praying to where, he's feeling better. So he wants his belly rubbed, and I feel a lot better this time. But we got Izzy. We called her first owner, the one that gave her to the guy Danny, then which my daughter called this guy Danny we got the dog from and says, "Can you come pick up Izzy?" writes Danielle back, this is Danny Giles. Who is this? And says, Danielle, what, how many Izzies do you know? He's like, well, we really got too many dogs. They've got one. And Danielle's like, look, our other dog's sick. We need somebody to take her. And he's like, no. So we called a lady Candy, or she asked him, says, can you give me Candy's number? He says, no. Well, I'll tell her to call you later. She said, now. This is an emergency. We need somebody to get Izzy now. It's an emergency. Well, I'll call her and see what she says. Well, she called Danielle. Danielle's on the bus, and she was over here in 5 minutes. She got in her truck, came over here. Izzy jumped up in the truck with her. I explained what was going on and told her I would give her updates, if we found our dog, because it was 3 o'clock, 3:30, and we still didn't know where the dog was. But it was like 15 minutes before 5 o'clock. It was 4:45 because I remember looking at my watch when Bob showed up and Buddy came back. So I don't know if this is a blessing that he left from the time that the vet opened and come back when the vet closed. That was God that took him away, so I wouldn't spend my last $200 on him, and I would, not put it on or pay my bill. But I didn't pay my bill today because I want to make sure he's better. If I still got to take him to the vet, I will. But it looks like he's doing a lot better. You can't say, prayers ain't answered. There's blessings that come around and go around, and if you would have seen him yesterday, the way he just laid there staring into space, and he would take a sip of water and it'd come right back up. The minute he'd take a sip, it'd come up, and he'd drink more and it'd come back up. It was bad. I've now got to get my daughter a bed. The dog puked all over her bed. She flipped her mattress over, but it was bad. She tried to clean it, but it stunk. So she's going to stay at somebody's house this weekend, and I'm going to go to the thrift store and see if I can't find her a mattress or a bed to put in there. Or I'm just going to go ahead and give her my king size bed, put it in there, and then I'll sleep on the love seat until I can find me a bed. I'll go get my rollaway bed and bring it in or something. But yeah, I'm hauling her bed off tomorrow or Sunday when she gets home. We're taking it out, and we'll put this big bed in her room if I don't find her another box spring and a mattress. But I just wanted to let y'all see that he is eating. I've got a video that should be loading in about next 5 minutes. So y'all will see a video about movies and see him, but I wanted to do another one. Let y'all see that he's doing a lot better. A lot better. And he wouldn't be, but between God and all you guys praying for him, I know prayers work. That's why I asked. I'll ask for a prayer. I'll beg for prayers before I'd even beg for something to eat. But thanks, everybody. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to get back to watching my shows and watching YouTube. Y'all have a good night. I love each and every one of y'all, and God bless you.